this is Jim Hawk from Team Hawk Realty. Thank you for listening into this video. Today I want to talk about some simple facts about real estate and maybe a couple terms as well. First thing I want to kind of talk about is market value. And really a simple definition of market value is what a willing buyer is willing to pay for a home, what a seller is willing to accept on their home without any undue duress on either party. So that is a definition of market value. The next thing I want to talk about is maybe upgrades. You know, upgrades don't always increase the value of your property, but they will increase your chances of selling your property. You don't always get all of the money that you put into it back out, depending on what the renovations are. I mean, bathrooms and kitchens are examples where you'll do very well. Painting is another example where you'll do very well. But some other little projects that you do you may not recoup all of your money. But you will increase the odds of getting your house sold at the best price and for the quickest amount of time. Cleanliness, that's an important part. No house is perfect, but a nice clean house, with all the dishes put away, even if they're in the dishwasher, all the toys picked up, the pet trays and everything all put away. When people can walk through the house without tripping over things and having a nice free walkway, they feel so much more comfortable and so much more at home in the property that they're looking at. Curb appeal. This is something that is always a first impression. So, we've all heard you get one shot at making the best impression. If your curb appeal is good, if you've got some nice flowers out in the summertime, or even in the wintertime, if your driveway is plowed, your sidewalks are nice and shoveled, your grass is cut in the summer and the property looks really nice when people are driving by, the shutters are painted, the windows are nice and clean, it does make a significant difference of whether or not people will want to actually go inside and see what you have to offer on the inside as well. Pet odor. This is something that's really difficult even as an agent, because we all got pets. I have a dog at home. But it's so important to kind of keep the hair off the floors, vacuum up before there's any showings, empty any kitty litter, pick up all the dog treats like I mentioned earlier. Just make sure that when you walk into the house that you don't feel like there's that smell of pet odor. And sometimes we don't even notice it because it's our own house and our own pet, but it may not be a bad idea to ask a family member if they come in if they notice anything, because you're better to have that cleaned up prior to getting the house on the market. Paint colors, sometimes when you're living in a house, you like to have accent walls that are bright or sometimes dark. But when you get ready to sell, having neutral paint colors always appeals to the masses. A few years back, there was a lot of taupes that were really popular. Now it's kind of soft gray colors that are really popular. People generally feel more at home with those soft neutral colors than they do with bright vibrant colors, and it's everybody has their own taste, but when you go to sell, it's definitely the best route to take. Just try and avoid cheap fixes throughout the house. You're better off to put money where people are going to notice it. Like I said earlier, your kitchens, your bathrooms, painting, touching up the trim, doing those types of fixes are always good. But to just kind of go in and randomly, throw up some trim and do a shoddy job with it just to try and make the trim look finished, you're not doing the best job for yourself. You're better off putting good money into areas that are going to create the best and best value for you. And everything can be, next thing I want to talk about is everything can be negotiable. Nowadays, buyers, they're always asking for appliances, window coverings. Sometimes they're even asking for furniture nowadays, especially furniture that looks good in the living room or a rec room. And I'm finding more and more that sellers are willing to leave some of these things behind because they want to buy new furniture and new appliances going into their new home. So, if it's something within reason, be open to listening to what a buyer may be asking for, and if the price is right and you can refurnish a room, then it might be worth checking it out. We always run into circumstances where sometimes things are have more sentimental value than they do actual monetary value, and obviously those things you're definitely going to want to take with you. Time is of the essence. If a buyer, if you're a buyer, locally we're still in a buyer's market, so you don't always have a lot of time to think about whether or not you want to make an offer on that house or not make an offer. Sometimes there's another offer coming in the same day, so you've got to act quickly. And we do go through different markets. So, in more of a balanced market, which a couple of our areas are kind of going through right now, you may have an extra week to make a decision or a few days to make a decision, maybe go look at a couple other houses. But if a house is priced well right now in this area, time is definitely of the essence, and you want to make a decision very quickly as to whether or not you want to offer on that property. Next is location. We've all heard about location. A good location will always sell for more, and typically more quickly, if it's priced right than a less desirable location. But I also believe that price has an important factor, because you could have the best house in the worst neighborhood, and if it's priced accordingly, it's going to sell in a reasonable period of time. You can have the worst house in the best neighborhood, it's going to sell quickly, priced right at a reasonable period of time. So I'm really a believer of having the price of your house priced properly right at the onset. You're going to find you're going to get the most amount of buyers going through. You're going to probably end up, if it's priced really well, you have a very good chance you can end up in a bidding war, or have somebody interested that's going to pay at or close to full asking price, and you're also going to get your best terms at that time as well. So pricing is really one of the most important assets that in parts of our business that you can really do when you're going to sell your property. Buyers are going to be more excited. And you're going to be more excited because you're not going to have to go through a number of showings and a longer period of time to get your house sold. So in saying that, location is the old buzzword, but I really do believe that price is equally as important as that. So if you have any questions about what I've talked about today, please feel free to give one of my agents a call, 705-527-7877. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, please comment and let me know how you feel about some of these comments. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear from everybody. So keep smiling, enjoy the blessings that come into your life each and every day, and I look forward to talking again. Thank you. Bye-bye.